Welcome back to the channel. Work hard Elswick. Kind of back out in the garage again. Garage is behind me. Trying to get a video shot here, but with the baseball season being what the baseball season is, and we just started it, so we just had our first tournament. We've basically played 2 games this past Saturday, 3 games on Sunday. Got home really late Sunday night. Kids took a break Monday, played a game Tuesday, played a game Wednesday, and we've been playing a lot of baseball, which is generally what our season looks like when we start it. But we got a lot of other stuff to do, obviously. Still got to get the truck done. I want to get that bracket off of it, get it powder coated. Man, there's just so much to do. So right now, let me flip this camera around and I'll show you guys. But right now, I got to get the grass cut. Check this out. So I'm in the 1500. I just moved the 3500. I got all this stuff knocked out yesterday. The front yard. She's all cut and looking good. I'll show you how high it was. And this is just like sitting over the weekend, pulling around back to the property back here behind the house. It's not a lot either. I only got 4 acres here, so it's not like it's a lot to keep up with. But it is quite a bit when you got to cut the grass every week. Oh, there's a 3500 there. She's sitting back here. So I got half of this cut last night, and then we had a baseball game, so I had to stop. You can see how long all that stuff, dandelions everywhere, how long it is. So that's what's on the agenda today. We're gonna get this get the grass knocked out, and kids picking up sticks over there. We got a lot of trees, so we're gonna get the fire pit full. You can see I kind of got a teepee going there now. So we'll get the fire pit, probably have a fire tomorrow maybe, if it's not too windy, and get the rest of this grass cut. And then I'll be able to jump into getting the bracket pulled off of that thing and getting it powder coated. So I got everything I need now. I got all the powder coating machine, oven. I got the racks to hang it from. I got the tools to clean it up because it's kind of rusty. So that's next on the agenda. So let me get this grass cut, and hopefully I'll get it cut soon enough to maybe get the bracket pulled off the truck today, so I can work on cleaning it up and powder coating it tomorrow. But stay tuned. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Work hard Elswick, back out in the garage again like I always am. And it's been a couple weeks since I uploaded a video, so been crazy busy. Work's been crazy busy. Baseball season's kicked off. It's been crazy busy, playing a bunch of baseball, trying to keep the grass cut, trying to keep the paychecks coming in. So few and far in between, but here we are now. Still trying to get the first powder coating project done and under our belts. And with the way that everything is coming in shipping these days, I still haven't gotten my media blast cabinet, which the original one I ordered quite some time ago. It's still back ordered, can't get it. and I've had to go online and order a different one here a couple days ago, and I think I'm going to be able to get that one pretty quick. A little bit smaller than the original one that I ordered, but they had it in stock, so it could get to me quick. It'll allow us to do up to 20-inch rim, I think they said, but still big enough that we can get the parts in to get them sandblasted, media blasted, and get them prepared for powder coating. So the first project that I've been talking about doing and getting powder coated is the Hornblasters bracket on my truck. I still haven't got it pulled off yet. I just started doing that. Shouldn't be a big deal to get it off, and I'm really not going to shoot a lot of video of that because it'll be very hard. That thing's really heavy, and I'm going to need both my arms and hands and everything else. My forehead, probably my legs, to get it lowered back off the truck. But pretty simple setup in the way that I put it in. I do have the Goliath bracket, so it's not set up with the spare tire kit, so it didn't just get pulled up underneath the truck. Mine's actually bolted to the frame in 4 different spots, so you got to unbolt it and let it down. But everything is mounted on that bracket, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about when I get it pulled off and get it up on the bench here. But basically, you got the big 2-gauge wire coming back from the battery. Well, it goes through a circuit breaker, battery circuit breaker, and then comes back into a distribution block where it breaks it down into 2 smaller gauge wires at the bracket to control both the air compressors. So I got to get that wire disconnected, and we got 2 wires running from the cab back that control the PSI gauge, the electronic PSI gauge that I got up there, and then obviously the 2 wires coming back that control the relay for the switch. So the way this one is set up on my truck, I actually have 2 switches in it. So we got the power for the compressors, so I got 1 switch that does that, turns the compressors on, and then the other switch I got actually turns the normal truck horn into the Air Blasters horn. So I added a 5-position relay up underneath the left wheel well and wired that into the normal horn relay, so when I hit that switch, my regular horn becomes the Hornblasters horn, and when I turn that switch off, it's just a regular horn again, because I didn't want to add any push buttons or anything like that into have to cut any more holes into my dash or anything like that. So that made it nice and easy. Just added 1 extra 5-prong relay, and I was good to go. So I'm gonna get that all ripped off, get it up on the bench here. Probably not gonna have the time to get it all cleaned up, but I do want to show you guys what it looks like, because it took a beating over the winter, and I'm not real sure why that is, because it was primed and painted with clear coat, but some of the sections on it look pretty rough. They're pretty rusty. So we're gonna get that thing off. I'm gonna get it up onto the table here, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. I'll start getting everything. I gotta get everything pulled off the bracket, and then we gotta get that bracket cleaned up to go ahead and be able to get it powder coated and get it put in the oven there. So I got everything I need here. There's a couple sections on this bracket that I'm worried about. Right where the 2 compressors mount, there's bracketry hooked up to the main bracket, and it might be kind of hard to get in there with the grinders and stuff I have, because it's kind of a small little area. So I'm going to try my best. I know with any rust or any paint or anything like that left over on this bracket, in those areas anywhere, the powder coating is not going to stick to it, because it's not a very good conductor of electricity in those areas where you leave all this stuff at. So we got to get all that stuff off, be back down to a bare metal bracket, and then we can go ahead and powder coat it and make it look good. So let me get that done, get this thing off and up on the table, and I'll show you guys what we got, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, we back. Let me shut these fans off. So we ain't getting a bunch of wind noise in the background. There we go. So I'm gonna get the rock lights turned on here. Got all the wiring and everything tied up underneath the truck, and the bracket actually came off pretty easy. I thought it was gonna be a little harder than that. Yeah, there we go. All right, man, this truck is filthy. Look, it's been sitting out here underneath this tree all day. She gonna need a bath now. Look at all the tree sap. Unbelievable. It's all over the windows. That's what happens when you got a lot of trees in your yard. At any rate, guys, check this out. This is what we got. Look at this bracket. Look at this bracket. Holy cow. Obviously, I couldn't see this top part here when it was on the truck because it was facing up, so I didn't realize the top of it was that bad. I am glad this thing is pretty thick. This is actually kind of bent, if you can see that there. So what I think happened, well, there's two things. So there's the tank, there's the underneath. So all this stuff was facing down. So there's two things I think that happened. One my fault, one not my fault. The thing that's my fault is I don't recall putting any etch primer on this. And this thing was bare metal when I got it. So I did prime it, I did sand it, I did paint it with white paint, and make sure I coated it all really good. But if you got bare steel like that, bare metal, it's a good idea to etch prime it, and that'll keep all this from happening. The second thing that I believe that happened, that I don't really think is my fault, because I didn't realize the bracket was going to do this. This bracket flexes quite a bit. Even though it's a big steel, heavy steel bracket, when it's underneath the truck and you're driving, it'll flex up and down a little bit. I mean, there's a lot of weight hanging on this thing. And if you look kind of close here, you can see where every opening's at, kind of in the corners. You can see some more in there, some more there. And this bracket will clean right up, guys. I mean, it looks like way worse than it is. This is just all surface rust. It's no big deal. Like, this stuff will clean right off. You can see some down in there, right there. So what I think is happening, and powder coating this thing should prevent that, is from the bracket flexing, it actually cracked the paint. And once the paint got cracked, and there was an opening there for water and salt and everything to get into, this is what you're gonna get. So I don't know if etch priming it would have helped it. I'm sure it would have helped it from doing all this craziness here a bit, but that it would have possibly cracked too from the bracket, from the bracket bouncing around and cracking, or bouncing around and flexing, causing the paint to crack. So yeah, now we got to get this thing all cleaned up. Well, first I got to get it all taken apart, and I got all new everything, guys. I got all new fittings, new relays, new pressure switches. Look at this. This is what happens when you drive. That's my distribution block that I had underneath there, and this was actually protected. So somehow, some way, some moisture got in there. I'm surprised the damn compressor's even still kicked on, to be honest with you. But the thing worked flawlessly whenever I disconnected it and took it off. So that's got to be some kind of a testament to Hornblasters stuff, right? And the Via air compressors. But yeah, totally glad I pulled this thing off now, because it is beat up. I mean, the horns are plastic, they're just dirty. Nothing major there with those. So we'll pull all this stuff apart. We'll get that bracket all cleaned up. We will get it powder coated, and I believe I'm going to do the tank as well. We'll get the tank all cleaned up, get it powder coated. I'm going to do the tank black just like it is. I'm going to do the bracket back white just like it is, because I like the way that it looked before. And we'll get it all slapped up, back up underneath the truck. Shouldn't take long. I'm kind of out of time now. If y'all notice, it's buggy and dark outside, so, and it is Saturday, so back to work tomorrow for me. But there you go, guys. That's one season underneath your truck, your daily driver truck. And it's actually kind of cool. Nothing else underneath the truck looks like that. I mean, I don't think you would expect it to look like that. I mean, the truck's got 15,000 miles on it, and it's seen one winter so far. But yeah, that is just simply amazing to me that got that corroded and that ate up over one winter with salt and stuff on the road. So needless to say, I am going to get a winter hoopty this year. This truck will not see another winter outside driving around. So, but there you go. It's off. See, look at the exhaust. The exhaust is starting too. All that stuff's going to have to come off and get cleaned up. But I do drive this truck daily. So this is my daily vehicle. It's not a a show princess where it sits until it goes out into a show. I built this truck for this. I put the horn kit on it because I wanted to use the horn kit. I've got a lot of use out of the horn kit, and we're just going to make it look good again and slap it back together. Unfortunately, I should have powder coated it right from the beginning before I ever put anything together. That's what I wanted to do. But at the time, when I got everything, all the local powder coaters around me were telling me they were, 5 and 6 months out before they could take on any projects, which is what started all that, right? Because I don't want to be waiting 5 and 6 months for projects. When I want to do something, I want to be able to do it. So that's the point we're at now. Otherwise, this thing would already all be powder coated and we wouldn't be worrying about it right now. So, yeah, I hate doing stuff over again, but that is the point that we're at now, and we will get this thing all cleaned up. I'll shoot some video of that when I'm running through it and show you guys what I got. It'll be a couple more days before I get my my sandblast cabinet. These are the parts here that I'm worried about, like down in, because I can't get my my grinder and stuff down in there, like down in all the little nooks and crannies there, like down in all the nooks and crannies here. So for all the big flat spots, just to make it faster, I'll probably just run one of my my grinders over it with a sanding disc on it, and it'll clean all this stuff up really, really fast. And then I'll throw it in the sandblaster and hit all these little areas here and stuff. But I will shoot all that on video when I get there. Again, this is my first powder coating project, so I got to get it all ripped apart and get it ready to go. So, all right, guys, step one is done. All right, guys, you can see that thing is pretty ate up, so we're gonna get that taken care of here shortly. Here, I want to show you one of my stands I got here too, real quick, that we got done. There she is. So she's on wheels. We got all the hose cut in her up here to be able to hang parts from. That thing will fit on this perfectly. Springs will fit on it. Different suspension parts, and we can just roll it right in here and close the door and turn the heat on, and that should work wonders for us. So we're getting there, guys. It's been a crazy few weeks, that's for sure. And with shipping, with everything, like I said, I've had a media blast cabinet coming for a while now, and I haven't seen it, still on back order, so I've had to order a second one. And I got a confirmation today that everything's good on that, so we should see that in the next couple of days. I'll get that set up. I got enough air to run that now, and I got everything coming with it, so I won't have to run out and get anything else. But we'll get this thing pulled apart before that gets here, so we're ready to rock and roll when it gets here. Like I said, I got all new pieces for this, and then I'll shoot video building it all back up and putting it back on the truck. All right, guys, short and sweet on this one, I guess. Just kind of showing you guys what I got going on with the truck. I'll catch up with y'all shortly. Go over, check me out on Instagram. I got another giveaway going on over there right now at Workhard Elswick. As always, it'll be down in the description. Y'all want to send stickers or some old license plates, or some old emblems off a car or something. I got a P.O. box now. That'll be down in the description as well. So if you want to send anything like that, you can get that there, or send that there, and I'll get it. And if I get anything, obviously I'll open it up on camera and shout you guys out. So all right, guys, I appreciate everybody coming by and checking me out. Not a lot too crazy stuff going on with this one, but I just couldn't get over how beat up this bracket is after only being on the truck for one winter season. I literally put this on late season in 2020, and it's It's the end of May of 2021 right now, and this thing is just ate up. So let that be a warning to all the rest of you guys out there. Get your stuff powder coated. Don't try painting it, putting it on your vehicle. All right, guys, that's it for me. I will see y'all shortly. And check me out over on Instagram. Like I said, get on that giveaway. 8-piece rock light, red, green, blue rock light setup with everything you need to put it on the vehicle. So if y'all interested or need some rock lights for your ride, get over there. Maybe you get a chance to win some for free. All right, guys, got to go. Peace.